Rafael Nadal has withdrawn from the French Open because his hip injury has not healed. It is for the first time since 2004 that the Spaniard will be missing his very much favorite Grand Slam, where he is a 14-time champion. Nadal has been plagued of injuries of late. He was injured in the Wimbledon semi-final against Taylor Fritz, where he tore an abdominal muscle. He rushed to get back and was defeated by Francis Tiafoe in the very beginning rounds of the US Open. Since then, Rafael Nadal has tried to mount one comeback after the other, and it has failed. In the Australian Open, in the second round match against Mackenzie McDonald, Nadal suffered probably his worst injury so far. He suffered a grade 2 iliopsoas muscle tear, and from which he hasn't been able to recover. His initial target was coming back in the clay court season to play Monte Carlo, then Madrid, then Rome, and after that the French Open. But one tournament kept missing after the other, and speculation seemed to grow that Rafa might not be fit as he had hoped for. The Spanish superstar himself announced that he wasn't ready, his body hasn't recovered fully, and so for the first time since 2004, he was going to miss his most precious Grand Slam. Now, Rafa and Novak are both tied at 22 Grand Slams each, and with Rafa missing this French Open, it will be a chance for Novak Djokovic to win one more Grand Slam and go past Rafael Nadal. Nadal also hinted at retirement probably in the next season, saying that it could be his last. So he's not going to put too much stress on his body so that he can at least enjoy his last season on the tour. It's a very difficult decision for Rafa, and it's a very sad day for tennis fans because the French Opens is incomplete without Rafael Nadal. He has won 14 Grand Slams on clay, which is unparalleled. The next best is Bjorn Borg with 5. So he's head and shoulders above the rest. He has only been defeated here thrice. Two of those defeats came to Novak Djokovic and one to Robin Soderling. It is a sad day for tennis indeed, as Rafa won't be able to defend his French Open title due to an injury. It was in 2005 when he won his first French Open. He was 2 days past his 19th birthday when he captured his record extending 14 Grand Slam in 2022. He was the championship oldest champion at 36. Rafael Nadal made his Grand Slam debut at Wimbledon at his raw 17-year-old in 2003. But it was his maiden appearance in Paris that had his fans drooling. His 6-7, 6-3, 6-1, 7-5 win in the final against unheralded Mariano Puerta of Argentina made him the first man since Mats Wilander 23 years earlier to triumph at Roland Garros at the very first attempt. So Nadal is at the brink of his career, and probably his end is coming soon. But he has accomplished more than anyone could have possibly imagined. Having started his career as primarily a player who excelled on clay, Nadal went on to win 4 US Opens, 2 Australian Opens, and 2 Wimbledons. So nobody could claim that he is an only clay court specialist. His achievements on hard court and grass were also good. And had his career not been plagued with so many injuries and so many comebacks, probably he would have won a lot more Grand Slams. His compatriots Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer have always helped the Spaniard as their greatest competitor. Djokovic himself said that as long as Rafa is playing, he continues to be his biggest rival. Djokovic has acknowledged at several times, on several occasions, that Rafael Nadal had made him the player that he is. The same sentiment has been echoed by Roger Federer as well. Rafael Nadal has made him the player that he was, the competitor in Rafa. He's made those rivalries exceptional. Who can forget the 2008 final against Federer at Wimbledon, or the Australian Open final against Djokovic? In clay, however, Rafa has been unparalleled. He hasn't lost a single final at Roland Garros and has won 14 Grand Slams here. It's probably a record that will never be surpassed. It's a sad day in tennis. But all good things have to come to an end someday. Here's hoping that Rafa comes back healthy and strong, and he can end his career on a high and probably win one more title before he ultimately calls it a day. Let me know in the comments section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the channel.